slow start, Joni, how much was that them? How much of them was you? How much you hadn't played a while, possibly an offense I'm talking about? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think we settled for threes. We were 1 for 18, and after the first, we were settling for jumpers way too much. I was pleased with our defensive effort to hold Oklahoma to 28 points at halftime. You know, they're the number one offensive scoring team in the country right now. So defensively, we did some really good things. I thought offensively we settled, didn't make free throws. We knew we were going to be at a bit of a disadvantage rebounding offensively because we were sending two back because of the respect we have for how they play in transition. But to get out rebounded the way we did, it's just not. We've got to get that addressed. So I thought at times we played well and at times we didn't. And when you look at the stat sheet, I mean, we're right there, and then they come out in the third quarter and we only score 7 points. And so we've got to be able to have more movement, not be stagnant. And then we came back in the fourth and outscored them. So that one quarter just really was a separation. But in this league, that one quarter is the difference in being in the game and not being in the game.
What did you see on the defensive side of the ball that was really encouraging, especially in that first half?
Well, I thought we did a good job of blinding their vision. They didn't shoot the ball extremely well from three either. They normally make 8 threes a game. We wanted to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible. They averaged 45 points, and we kept them under that number. And so that was one of our goals also. I thought we were active. I thought we moved around.
Gary with Ball is Life. Talk about the paint touches that Pryor got and some of the stuff that she was able to do against some of the height that Oklahoma has and kept y'all pacing in the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's so elite, right? With the ball in her hands, when the ball's not in her hands, she's quick, she's shifty, she's got a lot of moves, so she keeps the defense on her heels. We can do a lot of different things to get her the ball. She has a good understanding of how to use her body to draw contact. And even though she's smaller than a lot of the defenders she meets at the rim, she's strong. And so she has the ability to take the contact, take the hit, and get to the free throw line.
With so many newcomers on this team, do you feel like they kind of got a taste of what, obviously SEC play is like, but having an opponent such as Oklahoma, I'm sure it shines some light.
We got thrown into the fire tonight, right? Other than Lauren and Janae, there's nobody on our roster who's played in this league. Vanessa was hurt last year, and then as a freshman had limited minutes. And so it's why you come to this league. And so I think we all have a really good understanding of what it's gonna feel like, of what it's gonna look like. And so the conversation we have is tomorrow in the film room, we gotta have fresh eyes, right? We've got to look at Oklahoma, talk about it, learn from it, and then we've got to have fresh eyes because we got to turn around and go on the road and play a Georgia team that's really good.
Since you played such a quality opponent, you're going to do that again. I think we've talked about this before. Where are you going to find more points?
Yeah.
You just had the two players, Fats and they played well, but they have like 5-6 players who can score.
Right.
And you did. I'm just, and so I'm sure you talked about it at halftime. Is that one of your number one goals, needs moving forward?
Yep, we've got the people who have got to score from the spots we expect them to score from have got to be able to. And I thought at times we missed some good shots, and at times we took some shots that weren't the right shots for us based on what we're used to seeing. And so that's something that we've got to continue to work on, show them, and get them in spots where they can put the ball in the hole.